Ever since I learned how to make these groundnuts, I haven't been able to order more groundnuts from Nigeria. Guys, follow me and you're going to learn how I make these crispy groundnuts. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be calling them groundnuts. They're also called peanuts. So just please stick with me. I'm going to call it groundnut for this video. First off, just soak your groundnuts in salt and hot water, adding as much salt as you like, depending on whether or not you're going to eat the skin of your groundnuts. I've added the pink salt and the normal salt, and I'm adding boiled water. I'm adding boiled water, not lukewarm water. What this does is to separate, when it's done, separate the skin easily, softens the groundnut which has been stored for a while. I give that a little stir and I let it to sit for just 2 minutes. 2 minutes and it's done. Where can you buy your raw groundnuts? From any African store of your choice, or you can bring it from back home, totally fine. We're going to let that sit for 2 minutes, and while we're doing that, we'll heat our oven. I'm going to heat it up to 200 degrees centigrade. I'm using a fan oven, and I roasted this for 30 minutes. Use the up and down, you know, the line function of your oven. Yeah, use that function, not the grill and not the fan function. Just use the up and down function. That's what I've used. I'm not saying that any other function may not work, but if you have an air fryer with a grill function, then grill it as well. At this stage, the groundnut is totally tasty. It's like boiled groundnuts, and I can barely hold myself from finishing it at this stage. But hold on, add in some more salt, spread it evenly on the oven tray, and then you start baking. So here's me adding some more salt. If you don't like a lot of salt, please don't add more. And if you're going to be eating the groundnut whole, don't add more salt. But because I'm going to be taking the skin off the groundnut again, I'm adding some more salt because it adds to the overall taste of the groundnut. Makes it really tasty. I leave it in the oven just for 30 minutes. And after a few minutes, I check the oven and look at what the color of the groundnut looks like. It's a bit pale, a bit dusty, but smells beautiful. At this point, it might feel like some of the groundnuts are soft, but don't worry. When you let it sit for a few seconds to 2 minutes, all of the peanuts harden and it becomes so good. Now I'm trying to take off the skin of the groundnuts from the groundnut itself. Apparently the skin is also nutritious. Yeah, I've made groundnut soup with this, you know, not the finished product, no, with raw groundnuts. So it just means that the skin is not harmful. It's just fashionable that people have been eating them without the skin. So I take them off, okay? And if you have your gari, you can do a suki with it. If you have your banana, you can make it as well. This is honestly so fast, so fresh. It's better than the ones that we buy from the store. I think it's fresher because most times buying from the store is a bit hit and miss. But with this one, you're certain of what you're eating. And then I store them. This doesn't last more than 2 days in my house, and I'm making another one. So please tell me, after watching this, are you confident to try making some peanuts in your house? And tell me what you love to eat your groundnuts with. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.